Batman versus Superman 200. Okay, this is a new series I'm starting. It's Batman versus Superman. The way it's going to work is that we're going to go start at 200 and do 201, 202, 203, and do every comic, and we're going to compare them. Issue 200 of Batman, issue 200 of Superman. Let's do it. We're going to pick a winner. All right, let's take a look quickly at Batman issue 200. We're going to go real quick through this. So again, 200th smash issue. We've got the Scarecrow. Yes, the man who radiated fear. So Scarecrow is testing some new fear gas or new fear capsules with his buddy here, his henchman. It works. Batman, Robin come and attack him. They get nailed by fear. They're scared. They come back and they come back to the Batcave. They're like, we don't want to do this anymore. We can't do this anymore. Check out the Bat key right here. Isn't that cool? A Bat key for his car. Alfred then tells them all about their origin and reminds them why they're fighting crime in the first place. Very important. Your parents were killed, guys. You got to snap out of this. They snap out of it. They go on a spree capturing all sorts of criminals here, like the Joker. Yes, they capture the Joker very quickly. And look, 2 strands of hay. That's interesting. That's part of the Scarecrow's gimmick. Look, it's the Killer Moth. Yes, they capture him. They capture the Penguin, and they find at each villain's location, they find more straws. And the straws point, they're red, white, and blue. So they're the flag colors. There's a number of each straw, and that number leads them to 2, 4, 5. So there's 2 white ones, 4 red ones, 5 blue ones, that kind of a thing. This place is called Flag. They fight with Scarecrow. They get more fear. Oh no, they just got out of it, and they're going to get shot with these guns, but their memories trigger of why they're doing this in the first place. And now, bing, bing, blam, blam, boom, boom, they beat them all up, capture Scarecrow, and it is over. Now, this is a very colorful issue because it's one of these remastered ones. Excellent. Very, very good. All right, let's take a look at Superman number 200. This one is a very long issue, so we're going to go through it a little bit quickly. This is an alternate reality story where Krypton doesn't actually explode. Well, it explodes, but Brainiac grabs Kryptonopolis instead of Kandor. And Kryptonopolis is where Jor-El and his wife live, and they're taken and saved. And then they actually grow up in the bottled city, so they're bottled. But Brainiac is a good guy. He did it to save them. And what happens is that Krypton does explode, and they just grow old. Not grow old, but they're there for many, many years, and they have another son. So there's Nor-El. So there's Kal-El and his brother Nor-El. Later, Brainiac dies, but he does have this gas which can enlarge only one of them. So when they land on Earth, they accidentally land on Earth after Brainiac's ship crashes. You see it's broken up here, and he drops the bottled city of Kryptonopolis. He drops it on Earth, and they find out, Jor-El finds out that there is some enlarging gas left, but only enough to enlarge one person. So then it becomes sort of a Wonder Woman tale where they have a contest to see who should be enlarged. Nor-El wins the contest. He gets enlarged. They have to fight these robots, which is really, really cool. They have to fight these robots. That's awesome. Nor-El gets enlarged, and he becomes a Superman on planet Earth in the US, in America. Now, later, he does all these great deeds. Later, an alien invasion happens. Oh, and the Fortress of Solitude is now underwater. He actually builds it underwater. Pretty cool. So there's a bunch of criminals that try to escape, and Superman stops them all. But now this is Nor-El. It's not Kal. He takes up the name Ken Kenderson, I think was the name he came up with as a secret identity. So it's not Clark Kent, or it's like Ken Clarkson or something. I think it was Ken Clarkson. And these aliens show up, these guys here, and they've got green kryptonite. But green kryptonite actually has the effects of red kryptonite in this alternate universe. And it knocks Superman out but doesn't kill him. But they could kill him. So then Kal-El is able to figure out how to take some of the remaining gas a little bit, and he mixed it with other chemicals, and he himself grew large. And he comes out of the bottle to fight these aliens and protect his brother. Now they hit him with the green kryptonite, but because it's got the effects of red kryptonite, it makes him a super giant, and he beats up all of these bad guys And now both of them are here, and they're both going to be Superman, except Clark, or Kal-El, goes to Canada. He goes to Montreal, Quebec, and becomes Hyperman. So there's Hyperman and Superman both together, and now they're both Superman. So how cool is that? All right, let's get on with the verses here. So let's talk about the story. I'm going to give the edge to Superman. I don't really like what if tales, and this kind of thing would have been like, I understand the thinking behind the Batman issue. It's a 200th issue, anniversary issue. Why not retell the origin? This can be a jumping on point for new readers. Ultimately, though, they just fight the Scarecrow, who's pretty easily defeated. They defeat all the other villains kind of easily. So I wasn't really dying over that as much. The Superman tale, even though it's a what if, and I'm not dying over what if, this was a very cool story that's really neat. It's cool that they decided to tell this tale as a 200th issue special. They really didn't need to do that. It was just kind of a for fun thing. So you got, on the one hand, they're trying to kind of give you a new starting point for new readers. On the other hand, they're telling you a really cool epic story, and it was pretty awesome. So edge for the story goes to Superman. Okay. For the characters, I think I'm going to have to go with Batman for my characters, because you've got Joker, Penguin, Killer Moth, Scarecrow, Batman, Robin. Alfred's great in this. He retells the origin. The characters in Superman, with the exception of the two brothers, I don't really care too much about, the good guy Brainiac, and like Jor-El and Lara don't do much. They're just kind of there. So I think the edge on the character section is going to have to go to Batman. So it's going to come down to the art. Now, this is a tough one. I think I'm going to have to go with Superman. The thing is that there is a lot going on in this Superman comic, a lot of great backgrounds. And if you saw when I was going through it, a lot of details with the city, with like the explosions in space. The art was just on point for me in the Superman issue. The Batman one was fine too, but it was definitely more simple. And I don't want you to be fooled by the colors, because the remastered version of issue 200 definitely looks amazing. But Superman's got the edge on that. So for Batman versus Superman 200, I'm going to give the winner, I'm going to give the points to Superman for the win. So Superman wins this battle. There you go. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments below. Anything I can do to like make it more fun for you guys, let me know. I thought this is a great idea to do this versus series. That way we get to talk a little bit about both. I don't want these videos to go on too long. So if you have watched to the end, then I appreciate it. Please make sure you hit the like button, share the video out, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts. Who would you have picked to win, Superman or Batman? Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate you guys. Take care.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.